Nemechek all over the back deck of Ward Burton. Ward with a wiggle up off the corner. 9 laps to go. Oh, one car in the wall. Adam Petty into the outside wall off turn 2. Is this going to bring out a caution? More cars involved. 4, 5 crashing off turn 2. Caution's out. Who gets back to the yellow flag first? Ward Burton leading off turn 4. He's going to get back to the yellow. As you see, Nemechek not able to get around him. Caution flag. 8 laps to go.
Well, they're going to have to hustle up to get this cleaned up and go back to green there, Alan. We've seen Adam Petty, unfortunately, got into the outside wall coming off of turn 2, and then chaos broke loose behind him, unfortunately.
Several cars involved in a wreck on the back straightaway off of turn number 2, putting out the caution flag with 8 laps to go in the race. It started when Adam Petty bounced off the outside wall, and then the chain reaction with the field bunched up for the restart behind him. And the mayhem was on one more time. You see the Todd Bodine car there sitting facing the wrong way on the racetrack as the leaders come by. Here's another look. Hamilton Jr. around, Casey Atwood involved, Todd Bodine involved. That's Dick Trickle slammed into the outside wall. Parker Jr. spins behind.
I think what you seen was just a big chain reaction. Bobby Hamilton seen Adam Petty get into the wall. He checked up off the corner. You see Adam getting into the wall right there, sliding down. Now the wreck's going to happen. The big wreck's happening behind him. As the 22 car seen that happening, he checked up and everybody just got in the back of him. That's the bad problem on restarts when everybody's bundled up with 10 laps to go. You're trying to gain positions and it happens.
Here's the ride from Casey Atwood right into the middle of the storm.
Many times you get your car stopped, but you're worried about getting stopped, Mike, because somebody catches you from behind, just like that.
I think what we've seen happen is just how we called it there. You know, they've seen the wreck happening, they checked up, and the guy right behind him couldn't get checked up.
There's Todd Bodine out of his machine, so he is okay. Good news there. Todd went from being in position to try and make an economy run to the finish of this thing to having a torn-up race car on the back straightaway. There's the Adam Petty machine on pit road. Attention to the right side damage on that car. So his day is going to end in less than enthusiastic manner. There's Casey Atwood walking from his car on the back straightaway. He is okay as well. Good news there.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate, especially for Todd. He had a car that was in the lead lap. Maybe not in a position to win as the way it was straight, you know, lining out here, but now he's all tore up there without a chance of a finish.
Now there is so much debris scattered all across turn 2 that NASCAR has thrown the red flag. They are stopping the field down in turn number 1 in order to clean up the racetrack and get it back in condition for a finish, and more importantly, to not have all these drivers contending for the win, driving through all the metal and debris that's on the racetrack and possibly have one of them cost a victory by you know, the minefield of debris that's out there in the corner till they can get it cleaned up and get them moving again.
We've seen that happen on a couple of cars already during this race. Cut tires on debris.
So we're under the red flag with 7 laps to go. Ward Burton's the winner. What can happen next? You're watching NASCAR on NBC. Now let's take one more look at the accident off of turn number 2 and want you to listen to this. You think these guys don't hit hard? Listen.
That's a major blow right there, Alan. That hurts, I can tell you, from a driver's standpoint.
And the other thing, Mike, you can't see the smoke and people turning. I mean, you're pretty much, that's got to be a scary feeling, knowing, hey, I just got to hold the wheel to try and get through this.
Yeah, at times, Joe, it's just like closing your eyes and driving through it and hoping for the best at the other end.
It's a different time now than it was 10 years ago or 20 years ago or 40 years ago.
For some people, racing's not just a tradition, it's in their blood.
Watching another generation.
And Adam's coming along.
The Petty 50th Anniversary Collection, now at HotWheels.com. 3 commemorative collectibles, each line and curve capturing the feel of Petty racing like only Hot Wheels does. Order for a limited time at HotWheels.com. It's an offer that only comes your way every 50 years.
The 80s are the old days, according to Adam.
Hot Wheels Racing. Feel it.